Hello there. Welcome to the stream. I get a stream 2 nights in a row. I'm smiling. You can't really see. You can't hear me smile. But I hope you can imagine it. Imagine it, even though you don't know what I look like. Just try. Anyway, continuing with SEO tonight. I'm just gonna finish up a Delta Quadrant arc because I'm actually a little anxious to finish it up because I just want it over with now. There's 2 missions left. I'll take care of this mission tonight, so I don't know how long the stream will be, but it is what it is. Anyway, you get the game up. Yeah. Let's continue with the adventures of Admiral Maven and his motley crew. You may be surprised I still have the initial cadets with me. I said I was going to keep them with me. I'd started this whole thing. They're going to stick with me through the thick and thin through this whole thing here. I'm keeping them. Alright. As usual, let's see what we got here for Endeavor's plasma damage. It's okay, I guess. Well, yeah, I guess I'll probably use my Romulan character for that. Harsh material. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. That was a sneeze. Another pretty big sneeze. You missed that. Okay. Back to the game. Harsh materials, that's easy to do. There's actually a specific mission I use for that. That's real easy. Destroy Undine ships in the battle zone. Whatever. 30 of them. Not too crazy about that one. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show you this one here. The harvest materials in space, since I got a moment here. It'll just take me a moment to do this one. Because I want to show you, for anybody who's watching, the easiest way to do that one. You go back to Romulan Mystery, and go back and do Mine Enemy, this one here.
Starfleet Intelligence.
Mine Enemy's like right over here. There's Sifar. There it is. You enter the Hifar system, there's like 3 space stuff, like space things you can pick up like right away. And all you gotta do is leave, pick up another one, and you're done. Real simple. I'll show you how easy it is as soon as this loads. I hope people have been enjoying their jellyfish. I will probably have mines tomorrow, I think, by estimation. I think I have 2 more summer event points to get. So I'll get one tonight, later tonight, and another one tomorrow, and I'll have it. And I'll tell you what I think of it. It'll be big, ugly, and purple. That's what it is. Make sure not to hail them, because otherwise I'll have to fight enemies. It's 1. Don't hail. 2. There's another one over here. Oh, wait, it was only 2. I thought it was 4. Okay, never mind, I'm done. See? That was easy. They're like right there. Just don't hail the planet, otherwise you gotta fight Orions, I think is what it is. Alright, let's, no. Drop that, because I'm not doing that. Alright. Anyway, let's head back to the Delta Quadrant. That's where we gotta go today. And maybe today will be the last time we get to hear the Delta Quadrant theme song. Oh wait, I clicked... Damn it, I clicked Solene. No! I didn't mean to go in here. I wish they gave you an option inside of here to go to the Delta Quadrant instead of having to go out and then back in. It's just... It's silly. It is so silly. Delta Quadrant. There we go. Alright. Let's collect my goodies from last night. And reputation. Actually, no, I'm not going to worry about the reputation thing right now. Yeah, let's just start the mission. What's left behind?
Admiral Tuvok and Captain Kim are leading the analysis of the artifact you found on Vardwa Prime. I knew you'd want to be there for the great reveal, so I've arranged for you and your crew to be part of the team. Rendezvous with Voyager to get started.
Why didn't they fix that? Ah, Janeway, your voice sounds so deep now. You sound like a stuck-up British man. It used to be before this was, Burgess. Yeah, that's his name. It used to be Burgess who was giving out these assignments, so I guess... They didn't record a new line for this from Kate Mulgrew. I guess they didn't. They skipped. They missed this for some reason. That's just hilarious.
There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
I'd like to look into why your voice changed so drastically. All right, where are we going? Now shut on. Okay. Alright, let me get some of these going while I'm on the way. Because I am going to try and get to tier 6 on many of these. Eventually this character is going to become my... Well, actually it kind of is my new main-ish character. So I'm going to try to do as many things on this character as I can. There are still a few things I probably will not do because it's simply a waste of time to do. Like, I'm not going to grind commendations. Like, every commendation up to level 4, it's just going to take too damn long to do. The other thing is I'm not going to be grinding research to level 20, which I think is the max. Really, you just need to get them to level 15. You don't need to go beyond that, from what I've seen, so... There's not really any benefit to going beyond 15, unless you're a sadist. You just want to keep grinding out R&D forever. Some people have done it. I've seen pictures, and it takes a god-awful long time to do. It's totally not worth it. But the reputation getting to level 6 is probably worth it because there are some extra benefits to doing so, with reputation at least, so even though it does take a long time to do. Alright. Hey, on time. Sir, we've arrived in Manal Shadan system. Voyager sends Admiral Tuvok's regards and says they are ready for you as soon as we've moved into transport range. Understood. Let's meet with Voyager. One more time. Ready to transport you to Voyager as soon as you're ready, sir. Leave me over. Maybe this time I'll get a tour of the ship. Although probably not. Transport complete. Sir, Admiral Tuvok has arranged to greet you in the transporter room. He wishes to speak with you about the device you recovered from Gaul. Understood. I'll talk to Tuvok. He is right here.
Welcome back to Voyager. We were about to begin studying the device you recovered from Gaul's communication center. Since you have spearheaded much of our efforts here, I would like you to take the lead once again. Captain Kim and 7 of 9 are at your disposal. Talk with them if you need more help deciphering the device. When you finish your analysis, return to me for further orders. I will be here in the transporter room to see you off.
Understood, Admiral. I'll take a look at this device in engineering. Oh yeah, I do get to see Voyager engineering again. They have a pretty nice recreation of the Voyager engineering room. I wish I had an engineering room this nice in my ship. Or at least this nice in my ship. Fortunately, the lift doesn't work. Alright, what do we got here?
Glad you're here. We transported the device to engineering here so we could run all the scans and tests we could think of. The first thing we need to do is determine how it's communicating. We can't find any normal transmissions from it, but we're hoping you have some new ideas to bring to the table.
Agreed. Also, just for the record, I find it very weird that so often in Star Trek, when there's like a weird object thing, they want to bring it to engineering and experiment it on it there in the what's supposed to be the most critical area of the ship. I would just think, you have labs on the ship. This is what the laboratories are for, not engineering. Just saying. You bring weird stuff in engineering, and then it goes wrong. Guess what happens? Engineering is kind of shut down. So it's like, I don't think it's a good idea to bring weird stuff in engineering, but just my opinion. Yeah. Alright, you study the device for a while and realize it must transmit a signal of some sort. Not a normal detection mode seemed to be any sort of feedback. You decided to investigate some of the more exotic transmission forms. Well, let's scan the device for chronoton radiation. Having some experience with time travel, you hypothesize this device might be communicating with the future or in the past. Scanning the device for chronoton radiation, tachyon emissions under a telltale sign of temporal manipulation comes up empty. It's always that this device not used to communicate through time. Scanning the device for multidimensional fields. The mirror universe has been a constant source of trouble, so it's not too far of a stretch to think that Gaul might be working with someone from an alternate dimension. The scan of a device for any sort of transdimensional communication patterns, they come up empty. While a good theory, it's not correct. So we're left with scan the device for subspace fields. The Vadwar are self-proclaimed masters of underspace, a form of subspace in the Delta Quadrant. So you hypothesize that the device may be used to communicate directly to subspace. Their scans pick up a faint resonance. The device does appear to be designed to communicate with similar devices located in subspace. Let's tell Kim the happy news. Guess what, Harry Kim?
The device communicates with subspace. We should have guessed that. Now comes the hard part. We need to access the device's memory core. The engineering team here on Voyager is good, and I've heard your team is top-notch. But it might take more time than we have for either team to make a full analysis. We should have both teams give you their opinions on the device. If we work together, hopefully we can make a breakthrough.
Agreed.
You'll need to set switches on the device until we get solid readings. We'll be able to tell if switches are in the correct position, but not which switches. Good luck.
Okay, I'll go set the switches. You have the teams tell me what state the device is in. A puzzle. It's time for a puzzle. There can be 3 switches on the device. Each one can be oriented either on or off. You are required to get all 3 switches into the correct orientation before you can access the memory banks. Captain Kim will assist you in the task. Okay. So really I just have to kind of figure out which switches in. I have to get all the switches into the correct position. But they'll have to kind of tell me if what's correct and what isn't.
The engineers tell me there is only one switch in the correct orientation. Unfortunately, we can't determine which switch it is. Let me know when you think we have a better orientation, and they'll check. Okay.
Let's start with the first one here. Switch that to off.
The engineering teams tell me 2 of the switches are in the correct mode.
Okay, so that one's correct. What about this one?
The engineers tell me there is only one switch.
Okay, so that was correct, so this one has to be changed.
Sir, I've consulted with both the engineers here on Voyager and your chief engineer. I am seeing green across the board. All the switches are in the correct position, and we now have access to the primary memory core of the device. Unfortunately, we're only halfway there. Now we need to access the secondary memory core to get full access to the data we need.
I'll access the secondary memory core. More puzzles. Alright, same thing again. Try that.
The engineering teams are reading big zeros across the board.
Okay, let's switch that back.
The engineers tell me there is only...
That one's correct.
The engineering teams tell me...
That one's correct.
Looks like you did it again. All the switches are in the correct position, and we now have full access to the memory core of the device. 7 of 9 should be of assistance in accessing the memory banks of that device. She's in astrometrics, attempting to get a fix on the location of who, or what, is receiving these transmissions.
Excellent. I'll go see 7 of 9. Oh, beam device to astrometrics, of course. Dodge roll. And astrometrics. You know, it's weird, this room felt bigger on the show, but in here it feels small. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm in the video game.
We have access to the databanks of the device. Very efficient work. From the data we have received so far, we will be able to pinpoint the exact transmission coordinates. However, it is possible that doing so may alert whomever is on the other end that we have reverse-engineered their technology. There are 3 likely ways to get at the information. I suggest further analysis to determine the best course of action.
Okay. Alright, we got root access to the device. All that's left is determining via the device's memory wherever transmissions are being sent. Helping news about alerting the parties on the other end. So our options are brute force, encrypted, multi-vector query, analyze, applications. So. Yeah, we do brute force. It's going to be alerted, obviously. Encrypted. Chance and information file most likely alert recipients for your actions here today. So it suggests we do encrypted. Let's do encrypted. Using high-level encryption, you delve into the database. Seems to have done the trick. Excuse me. No unusual activity is detected, and you have a location in real space where we can enter subspace near a transmission location to be now shut-in system, which is where we are. Now, if you have a location point and transmission destination, you should speak to Admiral Tuvok again. Admiral is ready to meet you in the transporter room, sir. Alrighty. And back. Hello again, Doctor.
Fascinating. Excellent work. With this location, we may be able to finally reveal who gave the Vaadwaur their advanced technology, and why the neuroparasites appeared again in this time and place. Commander Jhet'leya of the Romulan Republic has requested to join you on this operation. Her own analysis of the device has shown that the Romulans have had some contact with the creators of this device, a race known as the Ilachi. She will meet you in subspace at the given coordinates. Finally, Voyager's emergency medical hologram, the Doctor, will be assigned to your crew. His knowledge of the Delta Quadrant races may prove invaluable. He's not much of a combatant, but should prove useful.
Understood, Admiral. So, the Ilachi are involved. The plot is afoot.
Hello again.
I look forward to a mission together, Admiral. Say your lines. Alright. Alright, back to my ship. Ready to beam back to the ship, Captain. I am ready to beam up. Beam me up. Away. Energize. Particulate me. Oh, things are very weird in here. Sir, we successfully transmitted to subspace. The U.S.S should be arriving any moment. Looks like Gaul's communications were going to an Ilachi outpost station. It's still active, sir. I'm picking up several Ilachi ships in the area. Go to Yellow Alert. Keep an eye on those Ilachi ships. There's my friend.
Greetings. This is Commander Jhet'leya of the RRW Lisette. When we learned that the Ilachi were involved, I requested to shadow you on this mission. I know your experience with the Ilachi is limited. The Romulan Republic, however, has an extensive history with this race.
Yeah, it's nice to see you again, Commander Jhet'leya. Just who are the Ilachi?
The Tal Shiar used Ilachi to help invade Virinat, a colony made up of Romulan refugees seeking to make a new life for themselves. The two factions worked together to convince Romulan colonies to join the Tal Shiar. It was in spite of this that the Romulan Republic was forged. We fought off the Tal Shiar and eventually made a stand against the Ilachi at New Romulus. Many Romulans gave their lives in defense of our new homeworld. But that final defense seemed to quiet Ilachi attacks for quite some time, barring the occasional incursion from subspace.
Understood.
All right, we'll follow your lead here.
I will take the lead then.
We're seeing 3 patrol groups. Recommend we eliminate them before we board the station.
Sounds good. Eliminated.
exactly play well with others. Another Alachi ship is here to defend the outpost.
Battleship. Okay. Ready to transport you to the station as soon as you're ready, sir. Alright. Let's go check it out. Let's see, who we're bringing with me? No. Wrong button. Flores, you're gonna stay on the ship. Let's bring Andy the android. And then I don't remember if I have now an XL completely equipped here. Let me bring Umlaut. Yeah, Nox. And bring an engineer. Yeah, we'll bring Ensign Dallin with us.
Good. You found a breathing apparatus. That should take care of that nasty cough.
Nasty cough. Okay. Oh yeah, he's got the funny suit. And he doesn't need a suit because he's an android. We've arrived at the outpost station, sir. A doctor has offered to accompany the away team to offer his extensive knowledge of the Delta Quadrant. In addition, Commander Jarak is taking an away team from the Lasset to another part of the facility. So we want to speak with you before we begin. Yes, Commander Jarak, don't you need a breathing apparatus, too?
I was thinking we should split up and cover as much of the facility as we can, unless you have a better idea.
Doctor, what's your take on the situation?
This is obviously an Alachi facility. What I know about them comes from the Romulan Republic's databases, but I should be able to learn more as we examine this location. The air here is suitable for the Alachi, which means that you may find breathing difficult. I, of course, do not have that problem. If you have an environmental suit, or even some sort of rebreather, you will be fine. If you don't, keep an eye out for something that could help filter out the toxins.
Alright, we're good. We have EV suits. And, I love his old style EV suit. It fits him perfectly. My own Mr. Potato Head.
These are Solinate tables. I've read the Enterprise's reports about them.
You guys doing okay over there? Alright, they're taking their time. Alright, anyway, what do we have going on here?
These are definitely Solinate tables, which, if I'm correct, and I always am, is the same race you dealt with after using the Iconian Gateway on New Romulus. The Solanae kidnap victims through subspace for their brutal experiments. If they are somehow connected to the Alachi and the Vaadwaur, this is beginning to make more sense. If I had to guess, there must be a stasis room nearby. We should find it and rescue anyone in there who can still be saved.
I agree. They're turning people into Alachis.
It looks as if they are converting their captives into more Alachi. If my readings are correct, there are several individuals here who have only just begun the conversion process. We can save them if we beam them back to your ship.
Okay. Get them all? Maybe we got them all.
A Kazon? Even the
Really?
Borg won't assimilate a Kazon.
I don't see anything here, Doctor. What are you talking about? Please adjust your optical scanners, please.
You'll be back on duty before you know it. One to beam up. Transport this Talaxian directly to sickbay. We're transporting you to a Romulan ship in orbit. You're going to be fine. Ah, a Hazari. Stay calm. We'll get you the medical attention you need. Everything will be fine, Mr. Teray. We'll beam you directly to sickbay.
Yes, Mr. Teray to you.
This is no way for a proud Klingon warrior to go out. We'll patch him up immediately. Well, the Solanae are definitely involved. I believe I have everything I need from this area. We need to keep moving if we hope to meet up with Commander Jhet'leya.
Alright.
The door is unlocked now. We should keep going.
We should keep going. What's over here? Oh, this is where we came. Okay, we did like a loop. Okay, let's see. We went in a loop here. Lachi. Jump. Okay. How are you doing over there, my
This is
pretty
odd.
friend?
You sound like you're in a Solanae lab, but we're in some place that looks like a prison. In fact, I'd say that's exactly what it is. And they've just had a breakout. Whoever it was, they used our arrival as the distraction they needed to make their move. I'll keep looking for more information, but I hope the escapees are friendly.
Be careful, Commander.
A prison break? Maybe I should go back to the ship.
No, you're staying with me.
Neural parasites. This must be where the Vaadwaur were implanted with those mind-controlling bugs.
Can't target and shoot these people. Burn it all to the ground.
Neural parasites. Just as I suspected. Did you know that several Starfleet officers were infected by these in the mid-2360s? The Enterprise logs from that era are fascinating reading, if you ever have a few dozen hours to spare.
Very gory, yes. I'll take a look at them later, Doctor. Continue, please.
If Gaul and the infected Vaadwaur were communicating with this station, it stands to reason that this may be the facility where the bluegill implantation takes place. We should definitely investigate further. If we can find the implantation room, then I should be able to analyze their equipment and gather more information. I don't believe it. The empirical evidence is right in front of me, but I'm actually having difficulty processing this information.
What is it?
This tech, this whole facility, it's Iconian. There are variations on the norm, of course, because of the Solanae and Alachi influence, but I see distinct signs of their presence throughout the facility.
Iconians? Here too?
The Iconians, as we know them, rarely reveal themselves. The only known interaction with an Iconian in modern history took place on Kronos, when... Wait, you were there!
Yeah,
I don't
I
need
was
to
there.
explain that situation again. As I was saying, the Iconians don't like to act directly. They use servitor races, like the Alachi and the Solanae, to cause chaos in their name. And the neural parasites, they've bioengineered. Rather like the founders created the Jem'Hadar, but sophisticated enough to control another species, and with much less free will. The parasites are a weapon.
Yeah, it's starting to seem that way. What about the Vaadwaur? They were active before the Iconians revealed themselves.
When Voyager revived the Vaadwaur, their technology was outdated compared to what other powers in the Delta Quadrant had at that time. Even the Kazon outdid them. But now, Vaadwaur technology is cutting edge. The only way they could have advanced so far, so fast, was by allying themselves with someone else. With the Iconians. The Vaadwaur got their tech upgrades from them, but they also got the neural parasites. The parasites gave the Vaadwaur power, but they gave the Iconians control. They were ultimately the ones pulling the strings. This entire war has been against an enemy we didn't even see.
And that's the information we need to find. Let's meet up with Commander Tuvok and then get off this blasted station. We can blow it to hell. I say if you carefully placed Tricobot torpedoes, which would do the trick. Yeah, well, that door didn't open. Turn to parasite chamber. Have I done everything I'm supposed to do in here? I think I've done everything I can in here. Let me move on. Whoa, bugs. Cowards, stop running away.
This is more like a factory than a laboratory.
Yeah, I caught you. Dang it. Ran away again. There, I've taken some quick readings on those Alachi. They're showing some of the same energy signatures as a parasite-enhanced Vaadwaur, but they're fluctuating. The Alachi would phasing in and out of invulnerability. We can beat them. We just have to pick the right moment. Understood. What will we? Okay.
Some of this technology is ancient, but it's quite advanced.
I'm happy you are impressed, Doctor.
These parasites aren't a natural species at all. They look engineered.
To beat the parasite-controlled Elachis. I guess we're going back this way. This is pretty easy, you just gotta make sure you switch targets. And yeah, okay. Not that hard to deal with.
I think we're catching up with the escapees, and they might be from the Alpha One. We found a dead Romulan in prisoner garb. He was part of the breakout, but I don't know if he was part of the Republic or loyal to the Tal Shiar. Keep an eye out. The prisoners are headed in your direction.
Understood.
Yeah, maybe we should avoid any potential contact with the prisoner? I think I've seen enough combat for today.
Yeah, you're fine, Doctor. Oh, what? I guess we don't need our suits anymore. Who could it be?
How fortuitous. I thought I'd have to find a way off this station alone.
Sela. And now we fight.
I don't think the Iconians want to leave. Their tenacity is almost admirable.
Looks like you could use a hand.
I think we got it.
And now we have their leader's attention.
Predator. I wonder what that giant thing is. Hey, ladies. You, seem a little tense here.
Sela! I should kill you where you stand. It would be justice for all the lives you've destroyed.
Calm down, Jhet'leya.
And if you do, you'll never learn about the Iconians. I've been here for months. I've seen enough to know you need my help.
And that could be very valuable information, Commander Jhet'leya.
Fine, you interrogate her. I might get a little carried away. But she returns with me to the Lyset when you're finished here. Sela is a prisoner of the Romulan Republic. Your government can go through official channels if they want to talk to her.
Agreed. You can take custody of her once we're done.
You and this Sela person seem to have some history. I'll leave you to speak to her.
Cool, yeah.
Not so fast. You have the weapons, but I have the information. If you want to learn what I know, you'll need to keep those Romulan rebels under control. You've stumbled into something much greater than you're prepared to handle. I'm the best ally you have.
Talk. And then I'll decide what happens to you.
I assume you already know where you are. Both the Alachi and the Solanae serve the Iconians. The Alachi are their warriors, and the Solanae are their scientists. They're the ones who created those creatures implanted into the Vaadwaur.
The neural parasites? Why did the Iconians use them here, but not on the Tal Shiar?
Hakiv joined the Iconians out of faith. He thought the Iconians would create an empire he could rule. That did not go as planned. This time the Iconians wanted to control their puppets. When the Vaadwaur asked for strength to defeat their enemies, the Iconians gave them the parasites. The Vaadwaur had strength, but also strings. Strings that have now been cut. I'm sure you had something to do with that.
Yes, alongside an alliance of the Romulan Republic and the Klingon Empire.
All three of you working together? The world has changed in my absence. Or were the Vaadwaur that much of a threat to the Alpha Quadrant?
The galaxy has changed, yes. Actually, we're in the Delta Quadrant now.
That explains some things. I'd love an escort back to the world at large, but I have a feeling you have some questions first.
Yeah, I do have a few questions.
I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want.
Okay. What is your relationship with the Iconians? Were you their prisoner or their ally?
How important is that, really? I worked with the Iconians because, at the time, I thought it was the best thing for my people. After we lost the homeworld, we were scattered, starving. A shadow of what we once were. What were we supposed to do, beg the Federation or the Klingons for scraps? Pathetic. The so-called Romulan Republic has made their way, but they did it at the cost of Romulan dignity.
Is dignity more important than survival?
We are not refugees. We are Romulan. We needed a strong leader to bind us together again, and I knew I could be that leader. The Iconians were a means to an end. They gave us strength at a time when we were at our weakest. Had I known what Hakiv, what he and the Iconians did to our world, perhaps I would not have made the same decision.
Well, the Republic is thriving. You were in prison. Who made the better choice?
Dwelling on the past is meaningless. I am here, and so are you. Today, our goals are aligned. We both want to stop the Iconian advance. You need me.
Fine. I have another thing I wanted to talk to you about.
I'll answer what I can. You can
All
believe what you want.
Do the Iconians have a weakness? Something we can exploit to help us defeat them?
Hubris. The Iconians think they are the rulers of the galaxy. They thought so 200,000 years ago, when they were driven off their homeworld by the fire of 1,000 races allied against them. They think so now, when they look at us and see us as children stumbling in the dark. They do not see our strength, our willingness to fight. Use their hubris against them, and the Iconians will fall.
Noted. I have another thing I want to talk to you about.
I'll answer what I can.
What is the Iconian master plan?
I honestly don't know. Why would they share their plans with a prisoner? That may make me less valuable in your eyes, but don't be fooled. I know more about the Iconians' operations than they realize.
Well, perhaps there's a different question you'll feel more comfortable in answering.
I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want.
So what happened to the rest of your crew?
Ah, the crew. The Alachi took them one by one and turned them into those things. Revolting. If I had known that was what they were doing with the captives from the colonies, I would have...
Now who's dwelling on the past?
Yes, you were asking about the crew. A handful of us were still alive when the station went on alert. We took a chance and made our escape. They died, nobly. as Romulans protecting their Empress. I will remember their sacrifice.
Alright. I think we're done here. Time to return to our ship.
Will I be taken into your custody, or will I be left to Tiaru's tender mercies?
Tender mercies. We have agreed that in the spirit of cooperation, Commander Jhet'leya will take custody. He is under strict orders to deliver you directly to Alliance Command. You will not be harmed.
Very well. It's not like I have a choice in the matter, do I?
Nope. Let's set. When to beam up. We're finished here, Captain. Jhet'leya is safely in the brig of the U.S.S. Although I think there will be a lot of negotiations between the Republic and the Federation before we know what will happen to her. Until then, we should report our findings to Admiral Tuvok and Alliance Command. Sounds good. Let's head back.
We have Empress Jhet'leya in our brig. When she was taken by the Iconians last year, many of my people thought she would get away with her heinous crimes against the galaxy. With her in my brig, I am happy to know that is no longer a possibility. Of course, I understand that the Romulan Republic's claim on her is not unique. Her crimes are against all of the Alpha Quadrant. To that end, I will ensure that she be made available to all the Alliance leaders for interrogation and debriefing.
Sounds good.
Well, that wasn't exactly what I'd call a walk in the park. At least we know exactly how the Iconians were controlling the Vaadwaur. And you've certainly put a crimp in their plans. On the upside, as a photonic life form, I'm immune to any attempts at subversion by neural parasites. I'll see to the care of the captives we rescued. In the meantime, it sounds like you and the Romulan Republic Command have a lot to talk about. Jhet'leya certainly has a story to tell. But should we believe all of it? I'll put a bug in Admiral Janeway's ear about the situation. That was a joke, by the way.
I'm sure it was, yeah.
You're going to be busy. Don't overdo... Oh, who am I kidding? Command officers never take their doctor's advice.
No.
Just remember that you're not in this alone. Good luck. I suspect things are starting to get interesting.
Sounds like it. Sir, the fleet has sent intelligence ships to comb the outpost for more information on the Iconian involvement. We're clear to return to normal space on your command. Okay, that's what those other ships were. Okay. Take us out.
I'll say one thing for Jhet'leya. When she puts a scheme together, she doesn't think small. For now, her fate lies in the hands of the diplomatic corps. Starfleet will be in touch once they've learned more.
Okay.
There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
You got the Alachi kit module. It's a ground kit module. Hold damage, speed, recharge, perception, and buff. I really haven't found this to be that useful, but, you know, your mileage may vary. Money. Money. The lithium. Alright. And I did get another point, didn't I? My traits are still good. Alright. You ready for the final mission of the Delta Quadrant? It's a doozy. Kind of.
We have a situation on Kabali Prime. You and I were both asked by name to help. All that I've been told is that the Vaadwaur have launched a large offensive and have retaken the area in front of their temple, the place where they keep unconscious Vaadwaur stored. They need our help to retake the area, though I have a feeling something else is going on. Can you help with the situation?
Absolutely. Captain Harry Kim. Alright. We're going back to Kobali Land. Let's see, I'm gonna salvage some of this stuff here I don't need. The vendor trash. Hey, I got some root beer. I don't think I need another one of these, do I? No. I have a better one. I'll grab that. Da, da, da. Years ago, remember?
The breach is
remember this episode?
I've got to close this now. Almost there. I just need a minute to...
Harry! Harry! Grab my hand!
Can't reach. I'm slipping. Ah!
I think it's the only time we see B'Elanna in the game. It's just that one time right here. But yeah. Remember this episode where Harry Kim died? And then he was replaced by a dimensional clone.
The Vaadwaur are making a new push into the system, and we could use your help. The Rhode Island is assisting the new Kobali flagship Samsar. But you know the Vaadwaur. They're relentless.
Yes, they are. Vaadwaur still attacking through Kobali.
Ask them if you can get one of them to have a reasonable discussion. Eldex has been less than cooperative since Gaul's death. We know he's leading the remaining Vaadwaur forces, and there's no signs that the neural parasites are still influencing them, which is the only good news. The Vaadwaur won't stop their assaults until the Kobali surrender the remaining stasis pods, but the Kobali government refuses to do so unless the Vaadwaur agree to peace talks. We're at an impasse.
Understood. I'm on my way. Captain Kim. Blast some Vaadwaur out of the sky one more time. One more time. Here we go.
Brace yourselves.
Alrighty.
Thank you for arriving so quickly. I'm still not sure what happened. All I know is that we lost contact with the temple, and several hours later a large Vaadwaur fleet attacked. However, I'm still not sure if the Vaadwaur have entered the temple. If they have, they may already be reactivating their soldiers in stasis. We're safe here, for now, but the battle on the ground continues. No one can enter the temple, and the Vaadwaur are seizing control of the surrounding area.
We need to take it back. Captain Kim, Incheon, Jhet'leya. The three of us are going in with an away team.
Sounds like a plan. I've located a safe area in the trenches for transport. My team and I will go down first and secure the area. See you there.
Will Voyager be coming to help us?
Voyager is currently on a high-priority operation in Vaadwaur.
I don't know why I asked that.
Any comm chatter could give away their position. Whatever they're doing, Tuvok says it's important. But that's all I know.
I know. Technically, this is part of the plot. I think they wanted to just kind of seed this information ahead of time for the player, but it's a little bit out of context from my character to suddenly ask, oh, where's Voyager at? We don't need Voyager. We're good. We have it. Understood. Incheon, Jhet'leya, can your team aid us on the ground?
My officers and I will join you. The Samsar will return to the dock with a small repair team, but I'm sending the majority of my crew to the city. We cannot allow the Vaadwaur to take control of it as well. Our flagship will be of no use to us if the planet is lost.
Alright. The Aegis and the Rhode Island will secure the system against any additional Vaadwaur ships. I have the coordinates of Captain Kim and his team on Kobali Prime, sir. Incheon, Jhet'leya and his away team will meet us there. Are you ready to beam down? Yes. Flores, you are staying on the ship. Let's bring... I'm actually not going to be doing too much fighting. I don't think so. Neil X. Oh wow, he is like not available at all to bring down. Wait, is it? I want to see what happens because he has no skills. Actually, this is a bug, by the way. This is a bug. Like any new characters you're getting right now are not having any skills. So I don't know what's going on. I guess I'll bring Chief New instead. He'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yeah, I won't bring no one in just in case I break something. Kobali Prime, once again. Welcome back to Kobali Land. It's raining now.
The Kobali forces are spread thin, and the Vaadwaur are making a push toward the temple. If I may, I have a suggestion for our plan of attack.
Tell me your plan, Captain.
Incheon, Jhet'leya and his team will attack the outer area of the trenches, making their way to the temple. My away team will move to the opposite end of the trenches and support the remaining Kobali soldiers there. While they're holding their flanks, your team and I will push through the center and strike the Vaadwaur in the temple courtyard. Your thoughts?
Okay. Agreed. Incheon, Jhet'leya, do you have any objections?
None. My team is eager to prove themselves. You and your allies have set quite an example for us to live up to. We'll support the forces at the other end of the trenches and then make our way to the temple. Hopefully, we'll be able to meet up with you before the final assault.
Alright. Very good. Let's move out.
We have to help those Kobali.
We'll throw a grenade at him. That'll help him.
Let's get these Kabali patched up before more Vodwar get here. Here they come. Take out that drop pod. Clear here. Let's keep moving. There's an injured Mako up ahead. See what you can do for me.
Thank you for your assistance. I'm Commander Lewis Cooper. I'm sorry I can't stay and help, but my search and recovery mission has already gone off track, and I need to rendezvous with the rest of my squad. Perhaps our paths will cross again someday. Good luck here.
Good luck in your search, Commander. Your head is inside of whatever this thing is.
Looks like he's safe, but we've got more Vodwar incoming. Take out that Vodwar drop pod, and then keep moving. We're almost there.
Our scouts report that the temple is heavily defended. We still have some Vodwar attacking our flanks, but my soldiers insist they can keep them occupied long enough for us to retake the temple. Are you ready for the final push?
Sounds like there are other areas in the trenches that could use help.
There are other areas of the trenches in need of aid. My team and I could go help them while Captain Kim and his team stay with you. Or, if you think you can assault the temple alone, Captain Kim will rendezvous with his officers as well. However, I highly recommend you bring all of us in for your attack on the temple.
I think we'll do the hard option. You go to the trenches. Captain Kim, my team and I will handle the temples. I think we can handle it.
Are you sure you want my team to leave you and Captain Kim to assault the temple?
Yes, Captain Kim and I can handle the force of the head. I think we can handle this. Terrible. See? That one's not dead yet. It will be in a moment. There it is, dead now. Yeah, we got it. Explosions!
The temple was secure, and the doors are still locked, which means the Vodwar didn't break in either. Let's see. Okay. I've seen this sort of algorithm before. I'll have the door open in no time. After that, we can figure out what happened to the temple's security system. It shouldn't have done this.
Good. Mention the Tani on that. Do you need support out here?
I don't deny that we'll need support. My team is one of the few still intact. Captain Kim's away team should meet up with us soon, but we don't know what kind of numbers we'll be up against. However, the temple itself should be free of Vaadwaur. If I may suggest, perhaps only you and Captain Kim should enter, and your officers can stay here and help us hold the area.
Very well. Our away team will help defend the temple while Captain Kim and I investigate inside. Don't worry, Captain. We'll hold this area while you're inside. Ready to go? Yep.
At least all the Vaadwaur here are in stasis pods. Let's take a look around. I want to know why the Kabali lost control of their security systems.
Sounds good. Keep an eye out for anything suspicious. Inside of the Matrix. They turn people into batteries.
That's not right. According to these readings, the occupant of this pod was me? But the name on it is Ketten. Must be a computer glitch. Could be a symptom of a bigger problem, but whoever was in this pod is gone now. Looks like it was open before the problem started. Hold on. I'll access the temple security footage. Maybe that can show us something.
Alright. Let's see what's in the security footage.
That's me. But from over 30 years ago. What in the world?
Stay back! Are you with the Vidians? What do you want from me?
Ketten, you have to calm down. My name is Jhet'leya. I'm here to help you.
That's not my name! Where am I? Where is Voyager? I need to contact my ship.
Wait! Come back!
Jhet'leya. And me? Hold on. There's more security footage. This is the last thing that was recorded.
Voyager, this is Ensign Harry Kim. If you get this message, I'm in an unknown alien prison. I've escaped my captors and I'm looking for a way out. I'll send another message with my coordinates as soon as I can. Come find me.
Ensign Harry Kim.
That was me. From over 30 years ago, in my old Voyager uniform. And they're turning him, into a Kabali. They knew. This whole time I've been here, they knew. And Lindsay, Jhet'leya, she knew. I know I've had a difficult time accepting the Kabali, but they keep too many secrets. They should have told me. Told us about this.
Wait a second. A second, you? How?
A lot of strange things happened on Voyager's trip through the Delta Quadrant. During our second year here, the ship and everyone on it were duplicated. It was a freak accident, an encounter with a subspace divergence field we still can't completely explain. But two Voyagers, sharing the same point in space-time, it was a recipe for disaster. We tried to cooperate, to find some way to save both ships, but
you couldn't.
I'm from the duplicate ship. Captain Janeway sacrificed it so one Voyager could survive. The other, Harry, was killed in a hull breach before that happened. Captain Janeway sent me and Ensign Wildman's baby to his Voyager before she self-destructed our ship. It made sense at the time. I'm Harry Kim. I have all my memories, my knowledge, same as him. We were exactly alike in every way. Except one of us got to keep living, and the other one didn't.
And now that's changed.
It's changed, all right. Best I can guess is that a Kabali ship must have found his body floating in space. It's a 1,000,000 to 1 shot, but Lindsay might have remembered our coordinates when we were duplicated and known where to start looking. They must have spent decades reconstructing him and putting him through their rebirth process. I don't know whether to be impressed or horrified. Think I'll go with both.
So you're not the real Harry Kim?
If you want to get technical, Harry and I are the same person. We have the same memories, the same knowledge. We both hate the cold, and we love music, and we both like mushrooms and onions on pizza. And we share a soul, I guess you could say, if you go for that sort of thing. Quantum duplication is a difficult thing to summarize. It's only happened a few times. I don't even understand it, and I wouldn't be alive without it.
Okay, I missed the other question about Jhet'leya, but he probably was going to explain who Jhet'leya was. Jhet'leya was Lindsay Ballard, who was another crew member of Voyager, who apparently died earlier, and her corpse was found by the Kobali, and she returned to Kobali. She tried to go back to Voyager. It didn't work out because she was going to keep becoming a Kobali. It's a whole episode in Voyager about the it's the Kobali episode in Voyager, basically what it is. So, but anyway, will you be able to complete our mission?
I'll be okay. A little shaken up, but Captain Janeway once told me we're Starfleet officers. Weird is what we do, and this certainly applies.
Yes, weird is what we do. What's your opinion of the situation?
From what we saw on the security footage, it looks like the other me has taken control of the entire base. That's not too surprising. Not only does he have all the knowledge of a Starfleet officer, the rebirth process transformed his brain. The Kobali's 6-lobed brains give them natural abilities in mathematics, physics, wave phenomena, everything he'd need to know to do this. He's still wearing his comm badge, though. I can tap into it. You should try talking to him first. Try to calm him down and convince him to surrender.
Don't you want to talk to him?
Not yet. He's already scared and confused. Seeing me before he gets his bearings, it will just make things worse.
Alright, agreed. I'll talk to him. Ensign Harry Kim.
Starfleet! Wait, I don't recognize you. You're not from Voyager? And your uniform? This is a trick. I don't know who you really are, but stay away from me. I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to get back to my ship. You can tell whoever you're working for that Captain Janeway's coming back for me. She won't leave anyone behind.
Harry, we're here to help. This isn't a trick.
He's severed the comm link, but I've got a lock on his coordinates. He's deep in the base, down in the old Vaadwaur tunnels that even the Kobali don't enter very often. And he's locked down all the main corridors that lead to his location. There's a way, though. There's emergency climbing equipment here. The Kobali put it in a few months ago in case they lost power during the Vaadwaur attacks. We could use it to cross the chasm and get closer to where he is.
Okay. What will you be doing?
I'll be right behind you. But it's time to see if I can talk some sense into the other me. He wants to contact Voyager, but if he does, he'll reveal their position. Unless we stop him, Harry either ruins Voyager's mission and possibly gets them killed or captured, or he finds a ship, sets a course for their coordinates, and gets blasted by the Vaadwaur.
Why can't we just use the transporter?
Good idea. Kim to Rhode Island. We need an emergency transport to... Kim to Rhode Island. Can you hear me? Kim to Jhet'leya. Kim to...
I can't get through to my ship either.
He's locked out external comms. Probably wants to stop anyone left in here from calling for help. I'm afraid the zip lines are the only option. Unless you can fly.
Alright, understood. I'll see you on the other side of the chasm then. The zip line it is.
I know you're confused, but you have to trust us.
What is this? Another me? You expect me to trust a shapeshifter?
Yeah, you would assume Harry would be behind me, but he's not really behind me.
Stay back! I'm warning you!
The circuits are completely fried. Let's find another door.
Okay. Find another door. There's a door over here.
He's trying to override it again. Give me a second.
Harry Kim versus Harry Kim. Who will win?
Let's keep going.
Harry Kim wins, and Harry Kim loses. So, first time I played this, I was like, oh, where am I supposed to go? Oh, there's a thing over here. Let me get this. Got that. Okay. And we have this thing here. Oddworld console. Directory, gamma, blah, blah. President now clear that war is inevitable. Planning for preservation of the community must take place. In the event of a catastrophic attack, the population will be assigned to shelters. Priority for stasis will be given to people with skills vital to the rebuilding effort after the war ends. Block 86743-Gamma is reserved for those with scientific or medical expertise. Healer Falvine and Healer Mario will remain out of stasis to ensure that the process goes smoothly. Their sacrifices will be remembered when the VOD war rise again. So VOD war log. I'm kind of wondering, okay, wait, where am I supposed to go? Can't open the door here. It's a dead end. You're supposed to go up here. Not very obvious, but yeah, you're supposed to go up here. This looks fun. And deadly.
Huh. It looks like he's modified the empty stasis pods to send out bursts of electricity. Tricky. I might be able to slow it down from here, but we can't stop what he's done without access to the main console, which is on the other side of the room. I'll stay here and do what I can to delay the bursts, but you'll have to get past them to shut them down.
Alright, stay here. I'll get to the console and shut this down.
Now, let's see.
So now you just gotta carefully work your way past here.
Got it. You'll need to move through when they're in their disabled state.
Yeah. Thing is, these things will kill you.
Why do you keep trying to stop me getting back to my ship?
Well, it's a little easier to kind of sidestep through these things.
I'm you. Harry, this isn't going to be easy to explain.
Liar! You can't beat me!
I'm your quantum duplicate. Remember the power failures? The proton bursts? There were 2 Voyagers.
2 Voyagers? Yeah, right. How would that happen?
Now we have the floor. The floor is lava. No, the floor is electricity.
It was spatial scission. Think, Harry. You know it's theoretically possible.
Dang it. I was too slow.
Maybe, but that doesn't explain why I'm here, or why you don't want me to get back to Voyager.
It's been 32 years, Harry. You died.
I don't feel dead!
Well, you kind of are, because you're kind of like a zombie right now. You're undead.
The Kabali brought you back. But to do so, they had to change your DNA. Make you Kabali.
Okay, that didn't actually turn this thing off.
Good work. We should keep moving.
There's actually another path over here I'm trying to get back to, because I didn't... Right over here, yeah. Okay, there's a thing over here. Another console. Hero's log. The soldiers are preparing for war. They're building barricades, digging trenches, stockpiling weapons and supplies. But it's all meaningless. Without the people, they don't have a civilization. This facility will protect our most precious asset, our future. We have enough pods for the majority of the population. There will be some difficult choices, yes, and families will be separated. But we are VOD war. We know our duty. My healers and I will watch over them as long as we can. Someday the VOD war sheltered here will wake and rebuild. They do not need to remember us for our lives who have been. to have had meaning. You know, it's like, now that I think about it, the VOD War, like, is, like, supposed to be a Talaxian word for fool, and the VOD War apparently do take some offense at that, so I'm kind of wondering, it's like, why do they keep calling themselves the VOD War if they know it's offensive to them? So, like, what did they call themselves before the Talaxians called them VOD Wars? That's what I'd like to know, but that's one of those things we may never know. Harry Kim's dead. Harry? I need you to get back up. Let's see if I can just get him to, like, spawn. I hope I didn't break the mission by doing that. Okay, he's back. He's fine.
Harry!
Jhet'leya, are you okay? How did... General Cunell said there wouldn't be any more secrets.
I'm okay. Harry, I didn't know they'd send you.
How long did you know?
Harry, I don't think this is the time.
How long did you know?
I didn't know when I was on Voyager, if that's what you're asking. We need to stop Ketan. He locked the rest of my team away. They're safe, but trapped. We're the only ones who can help him. It's good to finally meet you. My people are in your debt. We need to move fast. Ketan's not in his right mind. The rebirth process can be difficult under the best conditions, and I don't know. Maybe humans resist the process more than other species. It took me a long time to accept what I was.
And he's having the same problem.
Yes. He doesn't know what happened. I tried to tell him, but he still thinks it's 32 years ago, Voyager is lost in the Delta Quadrant, and we're in league with the Vidians. He's desperate to get home. When Ketan started tampering with the security devices, he tripped an alert that was sent to the Vaadwaur. They think their soldiers are waking up, which is why they're so desperate to get inside. He's putting us all at risk. We need to help him.
Alright. We'll do all we can.
Action item 238. Resurrect your best friend and give him a second chance for a long life. It's not working out so well, is it?
Yeah. He's trying to contact Voyager. Is that possible from here?
I'm not familiar with everything in this area. We rarely go down this deep. There are still Vaadwaur traps here that make exploration dangerous. However, as far as we understand, this facility was intended as a final shelter for the Vaadwaur. It would make sense that they would have had a way to contact the outside world. But if Ketan finds a communication device and uses it to contact Voyager, the Vaadwaur will hear his message too.
Well, what's your analysis, Captain Kim?
Ketan is a danger to himself and to Voyager. If he succeeds in this gambit and contacts Voyager, he'll draw every Vaadwaur in the sector to their coordinates. I can't allow that. We have to stop him. He's putting Tuvok and his crew in danger.
Then we need to save them both. Saving the day. All in a day's work for Starfleet. Stephen Overseer Hentani, it has come to my attention that valuable resources are being squandered. This will stop immediately. The stasis pods are reserved for people vital to the Vaadwaur rebuilding efforts. Setting aside pods for artists and those who deal in culture is unnecessary and unneeded. It is my belief that we have come to this sorry state because we allowed decadence and free thought to corrupt our culture. We should have been training warriors, not poets. Surrender those pods immediately. Those inside will face the end of their war. End of the war of our soldiers. they survive, they can write tales about our glory. So yeah. So pretty much the only Bad War survivors were soldiers, which is why they're so militaristic. I guess that kind of explains a few things.
Just let me get back to Voyager!
Uh-huh. Your opinion, Harry Kim?
It looks like this used to be a server room of sorts. But it's not like one I've seen before. All this is computer storage. And it's massive. 900-year-old Vaadwaur technology. It's a lot different from anything we have back home. And he's using this to completely block us out. Terrific. There doesn't seem to be a way around this.
Can you lower whatever these things are?
I'm sure Jhet'leya and I can figure out something, given enough time. But if I was on the other side of this, and I am, I'd be trying to stop anyone from moving these. There has to be some sort of reset command. But with our luck, it's on the far side of the maze. Jhet'leya and I will keep Ketan from blocking you in. But you'll need to get through this and reset the servers so they return to their start position.
Navigate the maze. Great. You keep working on it. I'll start trying to find a way through.
Think I can make you a door? Wait here.
So this is the maze of this mission.
You're good to go. I'll monitor the area from here.
Now, it's really not that hard to get through this maze, but there is supposed to be like a secret in here, which admittedly I've never really found. So I'm going to see if I can find it tonight. So there is a... Thankfully people have made a map of this maze to help you try and find the secret. I'll be keeping a look at that. See if I can actually find this thing. Let's see. Oh, that is the wrong mission. Why is that? Why did that pop up? Okay, maze map. There's supposed to be a bridge officer you can find here. But I have never actually found one. I don't know if they're actually still in the game. But we're gonna try. So, means I need to check every nook and cranny corner of this maze. And see if I can find them. Also, yes, I know things are very purpley right now. I'm just gonna have to kind of bear with it here, so...
I'm sorry this is how we had to meet again, Harry.
So
that makes two of us.
We'll mark the dead ends for you, though. Oh.
And if we had, what would you have done?
I don't know. But I had the right to know you had a copy of me in cold storage.
Are you saying he doesn't have the right to rebirth?
I don't know.
You have the right to turn everybody into zombies?
A lot to take in at once.
Hey, Harry Kim, you want to be a zombie?
I know it is. Imagine how Ketan feels.
Oh, I found him.
Finally, I found someone. I got separated from everyone when all the craziness
I have a good
started.
idea.
And I was trying to find my way to a compound
angry,
to call for help.
isolated.
When this maze just rose up around me.
Shut up. Shut up, Harry.
Now I have no idea what to do.
Ketan died trying to save Voyager, and it happened so quickly, he doesn't even realize what happened.
I'll do what I can to help you.
Thank you. And I know this is a terrible
He understood
way
the
to meet a
risks,
potential captain,
and he accepted them.
But do you have any places available on board your ship? General Cunell is planning an officer exchange program,
Did he
and
really?
I'm one of the first recruits.
Think about the man you were
We
then.
want to learn from the Alliance, as well as thank you for all you've done for our world. I'd be honored if you allow me to join your crew. As soon as I
Joining
find my way
Starfleet
out
comes
of
with
here,
certain
of course.
duties. I understood that then.
Harry, shut up. Starfleet will be honored to have a Kobali on the Aegis.
I seem to remember a kid who was as scared as I was. All we wanted was to get home.
And Sen. He is...
Yeah. I was scared back
an
then.
engineer with command.
I
Okay,
miss my
cool.
family. But I did what I had to do to get back to them.
Welcome aboard.
You got back home, Harry. You did what you had to do. Ketan didn't get that chance.
Awesome. I found her a lot quicker than I thought I would.
And I'm sorry for him. But is this better?
He has a new life. Ketan can be anything or go anywhere he wants now.
You two are like a bickering couple.
As
Shut
a
up.
Kabali, he's not who he was anymore.
And is that a worse option than being dead?
No, of course not. But I should have been able to choose.
Still got a ways to go.
Why? He's your duplicate, Harry, but he's not you.
Nag, 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 nag.
I know what he would want!
Do ya? Because you can't even convince Ketan to drop this maze and talk to you.
Oh boy.
When you put it that way, maybe we are different. He's being so stubborn.
He's Inzen Harry Kim. Of course he's stubborn.
He's you, but he's Ketan too. And he's allowed to be both.
Blah, 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 blah. I see what the healers want to set aside 12% of their pods for educators. This seems excessive. All of those who survive here have valuable skills to teach. It would be unnecessary to have people whose sole task is instruction of the young. Cut the educator quota to 3.5%. The remainder of these pods can be used for engineers and technicians. Okay, come on. Okay, so there are a couple consoles in here too.
Thought you could handle all my tricks, old man.
Old man? Are you talking to me or the old Harry Kim?
We're working on it, kid.
Blah, 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 blah.
Take all the time you need.
Uh-huh.
You know, you could make this easier. Drop the maze. Talk to us. Why? So you can lie to me again? I'm not lying to you. I know it's a lot to take in, but... Don't treat me like a child. If you're not lying, then you stole my life. It was my life, too. I didn't steal anything. That's great. So you get to do and be everything I wanted, and I get stuck in a pod?
Yeah. Notice that 42% of the pods will be earmarked for men and women at
My life
near
hasn't
the age of
exactly been
15
everything
cycles.
I always wanted.
Shut up, Harry.
Getting home wasn't easy.
We emerge to create a new society. We will need more soldiers. These people can be trained to continue to fight against our enemies. Shut up, Harry. We will survive and rise from the ashes to conquer our enemies. The Ture will be dust under our feet. Yes, okay.
I understand how you feel, but I cannot change what happened. And if you could, you'd what? Trade places with me?
Alright, I think I found everything I need to find.
All I can do
now I
is
just
try to
gotta
help you.
get out of here.
Stop lying to me! You don't want to help me!
I know I'm close to the end
You know
here.
that's not true.
Ah, here we are. Made it.
Maybe. Maybe I do. Doesn't change anything.
Shut up, Harry. Alright. Okay. And yes, you do have to find the duty officer in the maze. You can't just lower the maze and find them, because they will apparently disappear. So you have to find them while you're in the maze. So I got really lucky finding her like so quickly. That's actually the first time I found her too, by the way. I have been through that maze a couple times before and have not found her, so I guess it's kind of random if she appears or not.
It's not working. But if I do this, maybe I can buy some time.
More puzzles. Hey, we had the zipline thing. We can just zip line across, right, Harry? Oh wait, no, we can't do that. That would be too easy.
We have him. Ketten, cornered. Without those platforms, though, we have no way to reach him. It's insane. He's manipulating these old defense systems like he's in a Captain Proton hollow.
Ha 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 ha, Captain Proton. I need you and Jhet'leya to figure out how to get these platforms operational again.
We have command codes that allow us to interface with the older Vaadwaur technology. We've never seen the need to replace systems that still work. But it looks like Ketten has made some modifications. I'll need to override his changes. The best I can do right now is to expose the central power cores behind each platform.
Well, it's a start. Captain Kim. Does that give you anything to work with?
Yes, it does. Ketten will be monitoring for any changes in the platform's functionality. But I can modify the central power cores to react to energy weapons. If you shoot the cores, you'll be able to power up the platforms and force them open. But you'll only have a short window before he resets them. If we want to do this, Jhet'leya and I will stay here to keep trying to seize control of the network back from Ketten. And there's still that matter of the field protecting him.
Well, I am open to suggestions, Captain Kim.
When the Kabali first found this room, the old Vaadwaur EPS systems were too degraded to handle all the power. They installed regulators throughout the area as a stopgap measure until they could replace the conduits. Basically, it meant that even if one conduit failed, the network would stay active. Those regulators are still in place, and we can use them to get to Ketten.
Okay, what's your plan?
Jhet'leya has command codes we can use to overload the regulators. The chain overload will generate a wave of power that will build until it overloads the generators Ketten is using to maintain the field protecting him. Get these codes into 4 of the consoles and it will short out the field. Once he's distracted, Jhet'leya and I can reset the platforms to their normal state.
Alright, anything else I need to know?
One last thing. Jhet'leya and I can run this program 3 different ways. The one that would buy you the most time before the platforms are reduced also takes the most of our attention. There's also a balanced option, or, if you don't like either of those, I can spend most of my time trying to counter Ketten's plans. What do you want us to do? Whatever we choose will determine how difficult it will be for you going forward.
I'm probably gonna go with the balanced option here. This can be a little tough to do, but I think I can probably manage it.
Are you certain you want us to split our attention between the platforms and Ketten? This will give you about 7 seconds after you activate the platforms before he deactivates them.
Yeah, I'm certain.
Give us a few more seconds.
Let's do it. So the thing that you gotta do here, there's gonna be platforms
The cores are exposed.
coming across.
It's your move now.
You have to shoot these things to extend the platforms, and you have to kind of do it quick to get across here. Shoot. One. 2. There we go. So that one was easy. It's gonna get harder from here.
What are you doing? Are those command codes? Oh, interesting.
Trying to access data on the new flagship. I'll keep an eye on him.
That's it. Keep giving me the codes.
Whatever you're thinking of trying, don't. We're almost there.
You keep saying that, but I'm still here.
Getting a little hard to see here.
Stand down before this gets any
okay,
worse.
I made it.
Worse? How can it get worse?
You're too late. I'm getting back to Voyager, no matter what.
And there he goes. Now, the Iconian thing is supposed to be in here, I think. Bunch of accolades. Okay, cool. Ah, there it is. That's the last Iconian thingamajiggy I have to find. Well, I keep only limited past life information and past management with people encounter Iconian technology. Okay, cool. That was it, right? Yeah, okay, that's it.
This is bad. Ketan used Jhet'leya's command codes to access the Kabali flagship in orbit and transport himself to the bridge. Not only that, but he has Voyager's coordinates. If he goes there, the Vaadwaur will see it as an act of war. We'll lose Ketan, the Kabali flagship, and probably Voyager too.
Well, he won't stand a chance against the Vaadwaur, not alone.
Exactly.
He's an ensign.
We have to stop that ship.
Agreed. I'll return to the Aegis. You should get back to the Rhode Island.
I'm coming too. I helped find Ketan's body. I've watched over him during the rebirth process. It's my responsibility to help him now. Please, you must let me do this. I need to fix the mistakes I've made.
Alright. Very well. Go with Captain Kim. I'll be on the Aegis. Sir, the Kabali flagship just armed weapons and is powering engines. What are your orders? Transfer me directly to the bridge. We're going after the Kabali ship. Time to go kick Harry Kim's ass. Ensign Harry Kim's ass.
I told you to stay away! Why won't you listen? I'm going to find Voyager, and I won't let you stop me. I can arm this ship. Don't make me do it. I don't want to hurt you, but I will if you keep trying to stop me from getting back to Voyager.
Voyager is in enemy territory. If you go there, you will die.
You're not giving me a choice. Computer, arm all weapons and fire!
Well, you don't give me a choice either. Hey. Dang it. Back here.
What was that? Like a disruption beam. He scrambled all of our systems for a second or two and then went to warp. This is not good. He set a course for Voyager. His warp drive's damaged, though. He's only going warp 6, and I don't think he can push the engines any harder. Not without an engineering team. I know we can catch him. Then we just have to convince him to stop.
Alright, setting a pursuit course. We'll catch up to him.
one good reason why I can't contact Voyager. They're not on any secret mission in enemy territory. I found them. They're in something called Krenim space. I don't even know who the Krenim are. Voyager is trying to get home. Just like me.
Harry, it's been 32 years. Tuvok commands Voyager now. A lot has happened, and Voyager is on a secret mission. If you expose them, they could all die.
Quit trying to confuse me! I know what year it is! I know who my captain is!
Well, look at the ship's logs. I'm not lying to you.
Ketten's not responding to hails. But I think if I use the deflector dish to emit a post-tachyon beam, I can disrupt his engines and force him out of orbit. But he's going to be expecting something like that, which is why I'll distract him with a bit of a light show while you send the real thing from your ship.
Alright, start your distraction. We'll reconfigure our deflector dish. Alright, disable his warp core.
He's out of warp and arming weapons. Get ready. I'm sending you the transporter coordinates for the Samsar's bridge.
Pray, you are in Hirogen space, and that is an interesting ship.
Fuck off, Hirogen.
Ah, a new Kabali battleship. We have heard rumors about the corpse collectors and their new toys. But this is Hirogen space. Leave now, and leave the ship as a trophy. We will see how well it performs in a hunt.
Nope. In the name of the Delta Alliance, I ask you to stand down.
The Alliance is the only reason we did not open fire the moment we detected you. You should have left when I was feeling generous.
Nope. You leave us no choice. Red alert. Less of an idiot as you got older.
The ship is disabled. Sensors are showing the repair teams are trapped in several rooms on board, but they are otherwise unharmed. Ketten's on the bridge alone. If I could talk to him, maybe I could convince him to come back home. There's no one who understands all he's going through like I do.
And, well, what if he doesn't want to join the Kabali? I mean, he has to, but I know.
Ketten's already been reborn. He is Kobali. If he doesn't come with us, he'll be alone. Whatever memories he has of his old life will continue to fracture and fade. Who's going to take him then? Would you? Does he belong back on Earth? A world he won't even remember? We're his family. We'll accept him no matter what.
Alright. I'm not gonna press the issue. But, because technically he's a zombie now, whatever. Well, perhaps it is best for him to go with you then.
I'm going to. I have to see Ketten face to face. It's time to talk this out.
Alright. One to transport. Loading. So much loading.
Maybe you should talk to him first. Try to calm him down. He's not in the mood to listen to Harry, or me.
Alright. I'll do what I can. Hello, Ensign Harry Kim. Or as you shall be known as Ketten. Actually, I haven't seen the Kobali Bridge before. Interesting. Alright. Hey there, friend.
Why are you trying so hard to keep me from getting home? I need to... I don't even understand what's going on anymore. Why do I look like this? Like them?
They're called Kobali, and you're becoming Kobali too. Did you see the data on the ship's logs?
I saw the stardate. What happened? How do I get back to Voyager? To my time? How do I get back to my life?
Harry, you died 32 years ago. The Kobali revived you, but you will be Kobali. There's no going back.
I died? I can't remember. Why can't I remember? You're taking my memories from me. I won't forget. I can't forget Voyager. I cannot forget my friends.
Even if you do lose your memories, your friends will never forget you. Voyager is a part of your old life. You now will live as a zombie.
You have to stop this. If you contact Voyager, I'm done listening to you. I just want to go home. I want my life back. The life you stole from me.
I understand. I wanted to be Ensign Lindsay Ballard. I loved my life, my friends, you. And then I died. And that life was gone. I tried to get it back, but I would have been living a lie.
So I should just give up who I am?
No, I'm saying that life ended. But now you have a chance to live a new one. I'm gonna be with you every step of the way. Action item 478. Help my best friend own the day. Every day.
Even with everything I've done?
Forgiven. We don't hold grudges against family.
I can't tell you what to do, Ken. But the Kobali will be there for you. And I'll do whatever I can to help. Would you tell me what happened? Voyager, and how you got home. About Mom and Dad and Libby. I think I want to know. Of course I can.
And thus Harry Kim had a
for your help.
somewhat happy ending.
Ketten's going to have a new life with us. A long and happy one where he can be whoever he wants to be. My people have been outsiders for so long. The other species don't understand us or what we have to do to survive. We want to reach out to them. Be a part of the Quadrant again.
And if Ketten decides he wants to explore the Quadrant again?
If Ketten decides he wants to leave Kobali Prime at some point, that's his choice. He can even rejoin Starfleet. But we will always be his family.
Alright. Fair enough. Captain Ketten, Kim.
I'm happy for Ketten. He gets a second chance at life. A different one than what he had planned, but that's the way life is. When I graduated from the academy, I never thought I'd spend 7 years lost in the Delta Quadrant. Didn't think it would take me as long as it did to get my own command. Didn't think Lindsay and I would never... That's all in the past now. And it's made me the man I am today. Just like Ketten will be the man he's supposed to be.
I'm glad you see it that way, Harry.
I'm not letting the Kobali completely off the hook, though. Cunel told me there wouldn't be any more secrets, and then they kept this from me. If the Kabali want to be a part of the Delta Quadrant community, they need to be more forthcoming about who they're adding to their families. These men and women aren't getting a choice. Maybe rebirth is a gift, but it's a gift people should have the right to reject.
Agreed. Good luck, Captain Kim. I think I'm done here. The Delta Quadrant complete! The Aegis is ready to leave whenever you are, Captain. I am most certainly ready to leave. Energize. Energize my particles into light.
Ketan has been sent back to Kabali Prime to finish the process of rebirth. In the meantime, the Kabali have agreed to make their list of currently held bodies public knowledge. Anyone who wishes for their dead not to be turned into Kabali will have the body returned to them. Thank you for all your help with this. This was very personal for me to deal with, and I'm glad I had someone like you at my side to help me through it.
Alright. So, you actually get a reward set from this here, the Kabali space set. I haven't really messed around with the full Kabali set before, but I'll probably will try to replay the mission a couple more times just to get the whole set and mess around for a little bit. But I'll get the deflector for now. So, yeah. And with that, Delta Quadrant is done, finally. That also means I should have some more stuff on my thingamajigger, the Tesseract here. Delta Quadrant is complete. Gimme. Energy credits. Yeah, okay, cool. But we do have the last thing here, which is some marks. And most importantly, the very last thing, the Paradox Corrector. So that pretty much just leaves the Iconian arc. Join a fleet at some point, I'll do that. And level 10 on Admiralty, so yeah, I probably might be able to complete this whole thing. Alright, so Paradox Corrector. What does this do exactly? May be using while you were defeated. Affects dead or alive. It basically is like an instant revive. And you can use it when you fall down, too. So, very useful. I'm certain this will come in very handy. And see, some marks. What should I get here? I will guess get more Omega marks, I guess. That's what I'm lowest on. Da, 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 da. Yeah, 2-hour stream. Good. We're done. Alright. That's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. The Delta Quadrant finally done. I have survived the slog. The slog of the Delta Quadrant is finally over with. So, next time we will be going to Ryza. We will check out the Ryza stuff next time I stream. We'll probably look at some Battle Zone stuff, I would say. Maybe take a break from the missions for a little bit. So next stream will probably Ryza, some Battle Zone stuff, just some casual stuff we'll do next time. But then after that, I want to do the additional quest lines that were cut from the game. So we'll probably be doing Spectres. I want to do the cut storylines before I jump into the Iconian War, get those out of the way. So we do Spectres, Lost Dominion, and Cold War. Those 3 arcs, and then we'll do the Iconian War. So anyway, again, that's gonna be for tonight. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Take care.